Yo, what's up, guys? What another spectacular game between the Leafs and Florida Panthers tonight, guys. And the Leafs finding a way to get a 2-0 series lead, guys, defeating the Florida Panthers 4-3, guys. Guys, what a great game this was. Spectacular game. Spectacular 60 minutes of hockey tonight, guys. Just another solid game between the Leafs and Panthers, guys. You know, after all the controversy with the Sam Bennett hit and everything else in Stolarz, guys, you know, I really like the response from the Leafs tonight, guys. They did a really good job finding a way to win this hockey game. Now, obviously, it didn't start off all great. Of course, you know, obviously Florida started the game taking a 1-0 lead off a penalty by Bobby McMahon, of course, by Brad Marchand. Obviously, it was a little bit frustrating to start the game. Leafs had 2 power plays, couldn't score on the power play. Then we obviously see Florida getting a power play, not even scoring like 15 seconds into their power play, taking a 1-0 lead by a goal by Barkov. But listen, guys, I think we all agree that in the past, we've seen the Leafs go down 1-0, then they would give up another goal, go down 2-0, and then it would just be an uphill battle for them. But this year, guys, the Leafs have been proving us otherwise, showing that they're a more mature team. You know, they're not going to panic when they're down a goal, and they showed that again, you know, finally going on the power play for the 3rd time, guys, you know, getting a goal with a spectacular tip by Max Pacioretty, guys. What an addition he has been to this team since coming in for Nick Robertson. A stroke of genius by Craig Berube to stick with Pacioretty. You know, obviously he had a bad couple games against Ottawa, you know, and then he plays well in Game 6. He played well the other night, guys, and now again, contributing again, guys, with another goal for the Leafs, you know, tying it up 1-1, and then after Florida, unfortunately, took a 2-1 lead. We saw Brad Marchand get a goal early into the second period. That was obviously frustrating, of course, but the Leafs, guys, continue to show resilience and coming back in this game, guys, and they did it again. You know, really good job by the Leafs. You know, Pacioretty again with a great assist to Nylander. You know, beautiful pass by him. Willie with another goal, guys. Willie's just been on an absolute tear this year, guys. 12 points in these playoffs. He's done an incredible job. Continue to score goals, guys. He's been hot as hell lately. You know, tying it up. It was just really good job by the Leafs, showing a lot of resilience. You know, Florida were trying their best to make it difficult for the Leafs, but the Leafs were doing just the same thing, making it difficult for Florida with their forechecking. They were hitting. They were doing a really good job making it difficult for Sergei Bobrovsky. And then, what can I say, guys, about Scott Laughton and the way he's been playing? He has been spectacular these entire playoffs. He's showing some grit, some fight, energy. He's doing a lot of good shit. But, man, on that 3rd goal, you got to give Scott Laughton a lot of credit. To make that pass to Morgan Rielly, beautiful play with his back towards goal. Making that pass to Rielly. Rielly making a great pass to Lorentz. And then Lorentz making that beautiful pass to Max Domi, guys. This is what we've been missing from years, guys. Seeing the bottom lines being productive, scoring important goals, contributing. This is absolutely perfect by what we're seeing by the Maple Leafs, guys. You know, from years past, of course. So that was probably my favorite goal of the game. Just a beautiful setup, beautiful passing by that goal for the Maple Leafs, guys. Just a spectacular goal by Domi to finish it off. And, guys, obviously we saw Florida, you know, they're the defending champs. Of course, you know, they're going to battle. They're going to try to come back. And they did a really good job to start the 3rd. They were really pressing the Leafs. You know, obviously they tied it up, you know, but the Leafs just continuously, guys, showing maturity, showing the composure that they have to, veteran leadership, you know, the veteran guys coming up clutch. You know, Marner Matthews did obviously not have a great game, of course, you know, but Marner comes up big with that goal of Bobrovsky that obviously is a bit of a softie by Bobrovsky, guys. But listen, we'll take it. Good goal by Marner. Great job by the Leafs to continue to push and fight, you know, getting that 4th goal. And then, guys, I have to say, what a job by the Maple Leafs to shut it down like that. Not letting Florida get another goal. This is shit I think we could all agree we have never seen before with the Leafs. In the past, we've seen 4-3 games. You know, the teams find a way to come back, possibly win it in overtime per se. But the Leafs said no, and especially Joe Woll. Joe Woll said no in the 3rd period, guys. Joe Woll was really good in the 3rd, probably his best period of the game. I felt he was making some big saves in that 3rd period, especially that one where he makes that split save, a massive save with his skate there, guys. Just immense job by Joe Woll to come in. You know, it's obviously difficult for a goalie to see Stolarz get the net for 6-7 straight games. Woll hadn't played in 18 games, so obviously we saw him be a little cold in the first game, but I thought he responded well in this game. Obviously, a goal or two maybe we want back, especially I think it was the first goal we want back from Barkov there. So he couldn't see it though, guys, but no complaints from Joe Woll by any sense of the means, guys. Joe Woll played well. The team played well. showing a lot of character, a lot of fight, and not to panic, keep the composure like I've been saying, guys. And this is all credit to Craig Berube, guys. You know, the way he handles himself in the media, the way he talks to the team, you know, let's just stay calm. You know, it's starting to trickle down with the team, guys. You know, you can see it in their play. You can see the confidence in play. This is just beautiful shit, what we've been seeing, guys. And the Leafs, again, guys, you know, doing some really positive things. Face-off draw, they were the better side, a better team tonight, guys. You know, block shots, the Leafs are like 26 block shots to Florida's 8. You know, they were just doing the right things at the right time, this team. You know, and now they got a 2-0 lead, guys. You know, something that I think a lot of us didn't see coming. I know for a fact I didn't see this coming, you know, against the Florida Panthers. You know, the Leafs have done what they've had to do these first 2 games at home. Now it's time to go on the plane, get to Sunrise. Listen, guys, anything can happen in Sunrise. The Leafs have to do whatever it takes to at least get 1 win in Florida. And then they can come back home and possibly try to close out this series. But if Florida goes on and wins the next 2 games in Florida, this series starts from scratch again, guys. Best of 3. It's going to be very difficult. Are the Leafs capable? Absolutely, they are capable of going to Florida and winning a game, guys. It's going to be extremely, extremely difficult, guys. You know, and obviously, guys, Sergei Bobrovsky giving up 9 goals in the first 2 games. He hasn't looked himself. This is a big reason why the Leafs have been making Florida's life so difficult. You know, Bob hasn't been playing up to his standards that the Panthers know that he can play at. You know, and that's credit to the Maple Leafs, guys. Crashing the net, making his life difficult, screening him, going glove hand on him. You know, they were saying that that's a point of emphasis to go glove hand on Bobrovsky there. So the Leafs have been doing so many different things, going blocker side, glove side, bottom left pad. They've been going in different angles, and it's been making Bobrovsky's life very difficult. And the Leafs got to continue finding different ways to score on this guy, because if they do, his confidence is going to stay low, and the Leafs will have more of an opportunity to close out this series and then maybe get some rest. But, guys, this was a good performance. 1 game at a time, of course. You know, the Leafs are up 2-0. You know, there's some statistics about teams being up 2-0. 67% of the time they go on to win this series. But this is the Toronto Maple Leafs, guys. We got to take it 1 game at a time, guys. Now, obviously, there's some frustrations, like, you know, seeing Matthews and Marner, you know, not playing well most of the game. Obviously, Marner came up big in the third. Obviously, Matthews, you know, he can't hit the net for his life anymore. There's clearly something ailing him, of course. That's a bit frustrating. See, imagine if Austin Matthews was healthy and scoring at a normal clip. My God, this would be even worse for the Panthers to have a healthy Austin Matthews. But listen, I thought the second line, Pacioretty, Tavares, and Nylander played great again tonight. I liked what I've seen from Lorenz. And Domi played well tonight. You know, Yarncrook's doing what he did, getting the pucks in deep, forechecking. The Leafs are doing everything right now, guys. There's not really much complaints regarding this team, but you got to go into Florida and get a couple wins, guys. You know, Florida's guys, some of their top dogs haven't been performing well, like Matthew Tkachuk. I haven't seen him. Where the hell's he been for 2 games? He squawked before this series started, and now it's biting him in the ass a little bit. So I expect that guy to maybe turn it up a little bit in Florida, but the Leafs got to just not get involved in scrums after whistles. Do not start fighting. Do not take stupid penalties, of course, because Florida can bite you on the power play, of course, as we saw tonight for that 1 power play goal they scored. Just continue doing what you're doing. Forget about the bullshit with Sam Bennett. Scott Laughton said it best. The best way to get revenge is to win. That's exactly what they have to do. They did it tonight. And do it 2 more times, guys. And this team will be in a conference finals for the first time since 2002. Would be great to see, guys, but a lot of work left to be done by the Toronto Maple Leafs, but they're doing the right things, guys. The decor's doing great. Joe Wall stood tall tonight, guys. Did some good things. The offense is looking good. William Nylander carrying the team with 12 points. He has done an immense job carrying this team because, obviously, we're not getting production from some other guys. But things are going in the right direction, guys. But now we got to hope and see, can the Leafs finish off this team? You're up 2-0 now. Do not let this team get up like you did Ottawa, almost up 3-0, coming back 3-2. You cannot let that happen with the Panthers. Keep your foot on their throats and get this team finished, guys. But the Leafs are doing the right things, guys, and let's hope they can continue that in Florida, guys. But, guys, that's it for this video today. Thank you very much for watching. As always, guys, can like this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Go Leafs, go, guys. And remember, if you do not watch sports, you're more. And one more thing, guys. The refereeing, again, was atrocious at times, especially on that one play with Pontus Holmberg getting interfered. And then after he gets a penalty for hitting a guy right after, I thought that was absolutely pathetic by the refs. They need to be better going forward, guys. And I think we can all agree on that. But the Leafs just got to continue doing what they're doing, guys. And we'll see what happens next time, guys. But thanks for watching, guys. And remember, if you do not watch sports, you're more. Ciao, guys.